Sharston is a really vibrant place. You know, it's kind of, it's an area that's really well connected up. We've got the trams, we've got the motorway links very close by. So it's an absolutely fantastic location because you can just about get to anywhere from here. It's also a beautiful area. There's a lot of greenery around. And what I really like about Sharston, it's got a real vibrant community. We've got schemes like Village 135, which is a £24 million investment into the area. It's a scheme that offers, happy, healthy living for people who are mature in age. But also we've got the college over the road for younger people who are starting off in life, getting their qualifications. We've got local shops that are always busy. Wythenshawe Community Housing Group is a real anchor organisation in Wythenshawe. We're a £60 million turnover business. We have over 14,000 properties, and we're a developing organisation as well. We build much needed new homes. But actually what's really key for us in Wythenshawe is our partnership with the City Council and with local members. It's really key that we are all linked into each other. We all have the same aims for Wythenshawe, is that we want to make it a place that is great, that is vibrant, by working together. Even in challenging times, by working together, we're always working towards that main aim of doing what's best for the people of Wythenshawe. Wythenshawe is an amazing place. The people of Sharston and the wider Wythenshawe are fantastic. They're the kind of community that actually they really believe in looking out for each other. In times of trouble, they literally come together and they just work out how they can use all their collective strengths.
So Steve, tell us all about what you're doing.
Okay, so we've got a group of volunteers in today to help rejuvenate this pond and the woodland around it from Manchester City Council volunteers. And it's a new volunteering programme, so all employees get 3 days a year to come and volunteer out in the community. The community come along as well, so it's all about joining together, learning together and improving the environment of where we are.
So what do you get out of doing this, which I think is a very worthy cause?
Yeah, it's great. We're just giving something back to the local area. I live nearby. It's just great to just tidy up our local green spaces and make it a nicer area for people to come and visit. It's lovely, this area, it's great. I wouldn't even have known it's here, but...
Good morning, Andy.
Good morning, Doug.
Nice to meet you again.
And you, pal, yeah.
Hey, it's bring back memories to this slide. Could you tell me how long you've been doing this particular type of work?
Okay, yeah, sure, Doug. So I've been a neighbourhood officer for the last 2 years now for the council. Yeah. I started off doing Sharston and Woodhouse Park and currently share the neighbourhood duties for Sharston with Steve Marsden, my colleague who you met earlier. Yeah,
you have got an ongoing thing here. You know that, don't you?
We do, yeah, well aware.
Yeah, I did 27 years with the water board.
Yeah. Clearing
rivers out, HGV driver, riverman, but I've done all this work. I was dying to get in there, actually. I was dying to put them chest waders on.
When I was a neighbourhood officer permanently for Sharston, I was always very proud of Park Wood. I thought, wow, what a beautiful place we've got right on our doorsteps. And I become aware of the fly tipping issues, which cause flooding, etc. in the wood. And what I decided to do was, I had a group of ex-colleagues from where I used to work, and I asked them if they'd like to come along and give up a staff volunteer day, working in a nice area where they can have a lovely day. And luckily we've got the weather for today. And really what I'm hoping to achieve from today is that they have a really good time out using one of their volunteer days, making a difference to the local community. But the big win for me is if they want to come and do it again, and that's why I picked such a lovely location to start with.
So I started about 18 years ago as a volunteer on the old adventure playground, Benchill Adventure Playground. It's where the metro comes through now. And obviously because the metro was coming through, we were given this site, which opened about 15 years ago. It's an absolutely amazing place for young people to come. It's open access and it's free, so that means that it's free to all young children who live in the M22, M23 area. We have maybe 50, 60 young people a night using the centre. and 20 to 30 young people on our youth sessions, which are twice a week. It's getting busier by the day as the summer's approaching. We're registering lots of new children all the time. Have over 1,000 young people registered here at the Abbey Centre. Manchester Young Lives is a fantastic organisation for young people. It's created a scheme called the Junior Play Workers about 5 or 6 years ago. We have over 40 junior play workers across the 3 adventure playgrounds in Manchester, and maybe 60 to 70 junior play workers across Manchester Young Lives altogether.
Basically, a junior play worker is basically a child who plays and works for the Addy and helps out, like set up stuff and put up stuff and take it down.
So what do you actually do, Julian, working alongside Kieran?
I make the toast, I help set up the swings, I help do activities indoors, help with tournaments sometimes.
I mean, it's a really good place to like play around in. It's just brilliant what they do. They make toast. It's just a good place to do. Work at it. It's just really fun. You've got a load of stuff to do. You make loads of friends. You've got swings to play on. It's really good. I like it so much. It's good.
There might be a little bit of litter that needs to be picked up, but the way we can just improve that is by getting more people to realise how recycling is important, and just get more cleaners around Sharston to pick up litter that they see.
I joined the Addy in year 2 until about year 6, and then from year 6 to where I am now to doing young junior play working, and then I want to practice to be a young volunteer.
And what's it done for you personally?
It's helped me learn new skills and work with children, which I want to do when I'm older.
And has this area helped? Perhaps talk us through why this area might be good for you.
Because it's got children from different areas around here, so it's like, and it's not actually in the centre, so to see people from different areas come over, it just helps us see the background from different people. So
I think it's good round here because, you know, there is some like disadvantaged families, and the kids like might grow up in a quite a negative lifestyle, so it's good they can come to a place like this and places like the Forum and stuff like that to kind of get the mind off it.
I'm an apprentice here, and it means where I learn on the job, so I get to work with the kids as well as getting a qualification alongside it. I think it's quite a nice area. I think I feel safe when I walk around, and I don't feel like, I think Wivenshawe's got a bad reputation, but I don't think round here is bad as well. I think it's quite nice.
I've been here since 2 years, nearly 2 years, and I've really enjoyed it. There's been lots of events going on, and we're moving, most of us, and we're really going to miss it here.
My name's Doug Wilson. I'm a local person. I do a lot with the community group in the St John's Catholic Club. I am a volunteer. My working days are over now, but I'm always here for advice for people, and I am a very busy man. As I say, I'm getting old now, I'm 76, but my working days are finished now, but I love volunteering with this group.
We're trying to project our different cultures in the best possible way here in Withenshawe. It's multicultural. This street we've got people from all ethnic backgrounds, and it's a matter of coming together. And young Patrick just down the street here, who you'll meet in a few minutes, he approached me and said, can we do it? We've done one in the past, we've done a few in the past, and we invite the police, the fire service and the ambulance people to come along, and they introduce the children to safety, and then we have nice food from all the different cultures. And we're going to be eating some Pakistani food now in a few minutes, and some Indian food across the way, and that's the whole idea, is getting people together, just chatting, getting people feeling happy and about themselves. And just see, we're getting a barbecue done up behind here by the Vietnamese.
At Haverley Hay, we want children to develop healthy lifestyles, both physically healthy and mentally and emotionally healthy. That's part of preparing the children to be citizens of the future, and that's the vision that we have for our children. The health agenda is really important at Haverley Hay, being part of Withenshawe, and we know statistically this area does have a problem with childhood obesity. We do take that really seriously. It's not what we want for our children. It doesn't set them up well for high school and for later life. So we are really trying to do everything we can to promote the message of what is a healthy lifestyle, what does that entail, and trying to get the children to have a sense of responsibility around their own health. So there's lots of ways we do that formally through the curriculum and then informally through other opportunities.
In school, I play football at break times and lunch times, and when I finish school, I play out of school as well. My club is called Ross Park Juniors.
You learn there, you get education, it's safe, the playground is massive. Outside of school, on Fridays I go to the Addy. It's really fun, you get to make new friends there, and it's also massive. It's got like a little football pitch, and there's like an inside to play some games as well.
It's not about just doing boring exercises, it's about you can do anything you want, and sometimes you can just do family games. It's just on like if there's an avenue, or you can just go to a park and just do just set up little games for yourselves, and when you get home, sit down and have a nice healthy meal around the table.
Lots of things that families can do. I think cooking and eating meals together, having home cooked meals, staying away from takeaways and fast food and options that aren't necessarily healthy, and taking the time to eat while sat down at a table, and take your time eating and not eating whilst doing something else.
Probably like eating slower, well not too slow, but just so that you can enjoy the meal.
Unfortunately, a lot of our children do spend a lot of time on computers. If you come into school on a Monday morning, what have you done at the weekend? A lot of children will say that they've spent time on the computer, and obviously there's a place for that, but trying to ensure that children don't spend too much time sat down at computers, and that they are having time out in the community and doing sports and activities to keep themselves healthy is really important. That's the message that we would want to get across to parents and carers.
I was born and bred in Withenshaw, and I've lived in lots of different places, but moving into Sharston has been really good, and it's really friendly. I've moved to Mitchell Gardens because of antisocial behaviour, and I've gone from being shouted at and everything to new nice neighbours that are really kind and friendly, and they bring out wine, and we all have the garden parties and sit out the front throughout the summer, and we're all friends. Most people really get on along together. Yeah, the shops at Holly Edge are all improving all the time, and it's really good. There's a shop that sells anything you want. I always go there first before I go anywhere else, because it has everything. And there's some nice cake shop as well, and there's the newsagents, and they're just improving all the time. I like Sharston because it's got a lot of greenery, and it doesn't have a lot of trouble. There are some, you do get like any area, but on the whole it's really friendly and everyone gets on.